Jeffrey, you see, any human society is only guided by law. Otherwise, anarchy will prevail. And that is why in every organization of 1, 2, 3, 4 human beings, there are rules and regulations that guide the conduct of members or guide the conduct of such a society. If there was no law in Nigeria, I dare tell you that the law of brute is power would have prevailed in Nigeria. So the central problem of the PDP, beyond the ambition of individuals, which is legitimate anyway, is the fact that the extant leadership of the party has not been able to enforce the constitution of the PDP as it applies to every member. See, those who say Wike carried the party in what sense? That Wike selected a certain members of the NWC and was funding them, funding their activities, not even the party, because we fund the party ourselves. The party is such that every member of the party at any particular level, contributes to the management of the party, either by holding meetings or sponsoring meetings. And I can't remember, I am from Benue State, and I have contested for the House of Reps election under the PDP. I joined the PDP since 1998. Wike has not funded my activities or my elections in the PDP ever since I joined the party. So when you say Wike was the one funding the party how? That he took money and gave to certain members of the NWC, constitutes to funding the Benue chapter of the party, and the Way East chapter of the party, my ward chapter of the party, was not funded by Wike or anybody. I bought the form to contest for the gubernatorial election in PDP, and I paid 13 million naira, 10 million naira for the purchase of the form, about 3 million naira for processing of form, and all of that. Wike didn't give me the money. So when people say that Wike funded the party, he funded the party how? At any particular time, each member of the party is obliged to contribute. There are several elected members of the party who contribute. The only reason is that they don't shout. All the governors of the party contribute to the funding of the party. The only reason is that they don't shout. So it is the inability of the current extant NWC to enforce the constitution of the party that has brought us to where we are. Let me tell you something. Now, people who say that Article 7, sub-Article 3C, which talks about equity and rotation of political and appointed offices in the PDP. Now, that is an objective. And if you look at the fundamental objectives of the Constitution of Nigeria, the judiciary will tell you that it is not justiciable, it's not enforceable. Now, that particular thing is an aspiration. And since the creation of the PDP, there has been no absolute zoning of political offices at any particular time. In 1999, the first national convention of the PDP, where Olusegun Obasanjo won the presidential ticket of the PDP, Abubakar Rimi from the north also contested the election. Now, in 2003, even when President Olusegun Obasanjo was an incumbent president, Barnabas Gamade, who was the national chairman of the party, Abubakar Rimi, and several other northerners contested the election with him. You see, when you talk about zoning, it is an internal guide for members of the party to say, look, we want a situation where we will put our best foot forward in this particular region. Every delegate who is coming to this convention, that is the focus of the PDP. In 2007, when Obasanjo's tenure was coming to an end, Obasanjo was in the presidency for 8 years. The leading candidate in the PDP at that particular time was Peter Odili. He would have won that convention when we came to Abuja here, except that he was stopped by Obasanjo. Nobody said that Peter Odili was from the south, so he could not contest for the PDP presidential ticket. In 2011, when the PDP ticket, when Jonathan, because of the doctrine of necessity, was made to succeed Yaradua, in 2011, Jonathan even committed himself to an agreement to do only one term. By 2015, when they said the presidency was zoned to the north, so to speak, in the PDP, when we came to Abuja here, what did the leadership of the party do? They printed one single form that informed the implosion in the PDP. In 2019 was the only time where presidential aspirants from a particular part of the country, gathered in Port Harcourt without any southerner to contest for the presidential ticket. In 2023, the party did not even guide us as to zoning. It said anybody who has bought a presidential form can contest the election. When you talk, people will say when they were in a meeting trying to do